When the stakes are high at work, your tone matters. Grammarly's advanced tone suggestions can help. Because
What is going on, everybody? Welcome. Last week we kind of talked about a couple things. It's kind of cool, kind of fun. But this time we are going to talk more about stuff. I kind of like doing these little podcast things or these little like talk things. They're kind of fun. But we're gonna jump right into it. We got multiple topics to talk about today instead of just one like last time. So we're gonna jump right in to this, ladies and gentlemen. Give me a quick second. Well, bam. So first, we're going to talk about is the Xbox Developer Direct, guys. This is the first conference, or I guess like you want to say, a showcase of games that Xbox has done for this year, and it's actually a good way forward. So if you guys haven't known, PlayStation has their own like little conferences they have, and so does Switch. They have their own little conferences where they talk about the games and show some gameplay and stuff. Well, Xbox is, I think they've got something right here, and I think they should keep with it. And it's nice because it's going straight to the developers. It's talking to the developers about the game, and they're showing off the game as well. So I feel like this is a win for hopefully Xbox for showing off games and stuff. I hope they keep doing this. So the Xbox Developer Directs, in my opinion, are a win. So if you guys did miss out on the Xbox Developer Direct, you guys can watch this on Bethesda's YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure it's on Twitch as well. You can watch it if you can like watch the replays of it. It's totally worth a watch in my opinion. It was only like 45 minutes long. And they talked about some really cool games, and they actually had one surprise game in there as well. So the first game they showed off was was Minecraft Legends, and Minecraft Legends is supposed to launch April 18th of 2023. So it's coming up. So in my opinion, I have kind of fallen out of Minecraft, but I know for some people that are really into Minecraft, this game might be for you. Um, but Minecraft is Minecraft Legends. The way it looks like is that you can build like pretty much castles and stuff and invade each other, and build mobs, and you just attack each other's castles and stuff. Kind of shown in the gameplay. It's a very cool game in my opinion for people that really want to get into this type of game. And I wish I could tell you more information. I don't know that much. I could actually sit here and we could just watch it and kind of have the people to talk about it. But if you guys are very interested, I would advise you to definitely watch it because it's worth a watch if you're very interested in Minecraft Legends. It looks really cool. It looks really fun, and I think it'll be worth it in my opinion to get if you're into that stuff. So we're gonna move on to the next game, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna see all this Minecraft Legends stuff. It's really cool. A lot of people are pumped for it. Now we're moving on is to not an ad at home. Good store though, by the way. But no, we're moving on to Forza. So Forza Motorsports, ladies and gentlemen. We knew this game was coming out. We knew this is like one of the best racer games on Xbox is Forza Motorsports, and they've really stepped it up. Now the bad thing, the thing is they did not give an official release date. They said it's supposed to be coming out in 2023. There was actually a pot or a actually a podcast where from IGN, if I'm thinking correctly, I was watching or listening to because I was just kind of curious, and they were talking to Phil Spencer, and the reason he said for Forza Motorsports why they did not give an official release date is because they want to make sure that they do not give an official release date and let people down. They want to set the expectations for their people, but they also want to make sure that they always have a flood of games coming out. So in this aspect of things, sadly, they said that he said that it is coming out this year. It's just they don't know, they don't have an official release date, and when they get closer to be like, okay, we kind of have an idea when we're going to put this, they're going to let us know, which is I guess the best thing to do instead of just kind of like leading us on and being like, oh, we're going to do it in April and then having to delay it all the time. In that aspect, I guess it kind of depends on your own thoughts and feelings towards that, to be honest. But I feel like that's good. But Forza Motorsports, guys, I'm personally not a person that's into racing games. I was into racing games when I was a lot younger. I just personally don't get into them now. But the detail that they're putting into this game is fantastic, dude. We're talking about they're putting dirt like marks and stuff. They're putting a lot of like texture and a lot of like um, personal like details into this game, the control, the feel, everything into this game. This sports and motorsports for all the pretty much racing fans out there. I think you guys are going to be very excited and very impressed with how this game's going to turn out. By how the developers and all the people that are working on the game talked about it in the video, they talked about it. It was just really good. And as I said, if you guys are definitely wanting more information that I personally can't give you, because I can have these guys talk to you, but I want to try to keep this video as short as possible. I would definitely advise you guys to check out the developer direct little segment about Forza Motorsports. It's definitely worth the watch if you're very interested in that, and I think it's totally worth your time. But we're going to move on to the next game, ladies and gentlemen. So this was the secret game they launched, and it was very interesting. It's called Hi-Fi Rush. Now, when I first saw this game, I got this whole anime vibe kind of thing. It looks so cool. So, what can I say about this is that it is a rhythm beat 'em up. So, pretty much the way they explain this game is that pretty much you want to slash, dash, bash, pretty much to the rhythm. The more you do that, the better you're going to do. And this game looks very interesting and cool. So, the funny thing about the release date for this one is it came out that night, January 25th, 2023, guys. It came out that night on Game Pass for everyone to try. So, and it's the makers from The Evil Within too. So, it's definitely worth a try. If you guys are interested or slightly interested, I would say give it a try. It's on Game Pass, guys. It's free to play. It came out already, and I've been hearing it's been blowing up really well, actually. So, totally worth it in that kind of aspect, and definitely worth looking into if you guys are interested, especially if you have Game Pass. Um, it's I've heard it's been doing really good. I've heard it's been blowing up on Game Pass, which is good, and I think it's good for the team too because this is where some games just blow up and they take off, and it's fantastic for these people, and I hope we see better things, more good things from the studio that brought High Five Rush, and I might actually have to give it a try, to be honest. But we're going to move on to the next game, ladies and gentlemen. So the next thing, big launch or big talk. This one had like a pretty good segment, High Five Rush. Yeah. So next one we're going to talk about is ESO. So ZeniMax Studios brings us the next expansion into the Elder Scrolls Online, ladies and gentlemen, and it's exciting. It's called Necromund, and it's supposed to be releasing. If I'm thinking correctly, it's June. It's releasing later this year in June, and it's going to be they're going to be bringing a lot of big things. So the point of this developers direct is they kind of just briefly mentioned it, talked about it, but then they had actually a showcase for it after the Xbox Developers Direct showcase. So with that being said, pretty much it kind of tells you that if you guys are very interested in ESO, I actually was into ESO when it first came out on the consoles, really into the game, and I kind of fell off. I don't know, I just haven't been able to really get back into the game personally. But I've always kind of wanted to, in my opinion. Maybe this will get me back into ESO again. I don't know. But definitely worth a try. If you guys want to learn more information about this game or this expansion and what it's going to bring, definitely watch their video. It's really interesting. It's very awesome to see what they're going to be bringing to the game. It's just something I haven't played and personally not interested in. But if you guys are very much interested, definitely check it out. If you guys need sources, I can definitely do that for you guys. Um, so you guys can kind of get a feel for it. It's definitely worth an experience, to be honest. It's definitely worth it. There's just so much ESO does, and that's something I can definitely say, and I very much appreciate is that ESO gives you so much compared to other games and stuff and whatnot, and I greatly appreciate that from them. So we're gonna move on to the next game, guys, and this is one of the big ones I was really excited for. Oh, and it's kind of funny because it's talking about now with an ad. So it's Redfall, ladies and gentlemen. So Redfall is created by Arcane Studios. Now, if you guys don't know anything about Arcane Studios, they're the ones who created the Dishonored games. They created Prey. They created the kind of controversial Deathloop that some people did not like, and some people did. But yeah, Redfall is a game I'm actually very excited. I've really been a big fan of the Arcane games personally. I've always kind of loved their art style and their just storytelling. So hearing about Redfall and actually getting a little bit of a showcase where they actually got to talk about the game and show it off more makes me just so much more excited for this game. And it's going to be a co-op, so you can play up to three people with three people. That's always a great bonus. You can actually play with friends and stuff. It sounds like they're bringing in like kind of like characters, and I guess you can now pre-order it. It's going to be coming out May 2nd, and it's very kind of confusing in a way because there's the original standard edition, and then there's an upgrade for it, so you can get like the season pass and stuff. It's kind of interesting. I kind of looked into it. I haven't pre-ordered it yet, but I probably will. But if you guys are like, ah, man, I don't want to spend like $75, don't worry. If you have Game Pass, it's going to be on there day one. The only reason that I'm personally going to buy a copy is because I want to support Arcane Studios. They are a very great company. I'm glad that Game Pass, this might give Arcane Studios a chance to actually blow up even more, to expand and show their games off to, other people that really have never played their games before. So I think this is really cool. I've always admired how Arcane can take a game and do different kind of twist on it, like a survival horror to like a single linear kind of game. And this is like now going to be like more of an open world kind of co-op experience. This is going to be fun. This is going to be an exciting experience, and I'm personally really pumped to see what they're going to bring to the game. But yeah, that will be coming out May 2nd of 2023. Pre-orders are up. But if you don't want to pre-order it and you're just waiting, you can always play it on Game Pass day one. And I think most of these games you can play them on Game Pass, so that's always a win-win for everyone. If you don't have the money, especially with the times that we're living in. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have to talk about my other thing, which is gone. But let's keep that going. Let's keep it going. So right now we're gonna talk about is Starfield, ladies and gentlemen. And Starfield, ladies and gentlemen. So just kind of why I want to talk a little bit about Starfield while I'm getting something pulled up is pretty much a lot of people were asking before the developer direct came out, um, like where's Starfield, man? Like Starfield should have been came up. Well, what we've heard or what they've said is that they're going to be doing a whole show or like a little show like this, but they're going to be doing it all about Starfield. They're going to be showing off more of what Starfield's going to offer, and I think that's really good. In my honest opinion, I think they do deserve that because Starfield is a very big game, and um, I don't know. I'm saying, give me a second. Let me gather my thoughts. Okay, we'll play some audio. Here we go. This is what I want. This is what I want. Okay. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, Starfield. What can I say about this game? So, what can I say about Starfield is that I am very excited for this game. I've been a big the thing is, like, when I think of Bethesda, I think that's one of the biggest studios. I really support a lot of their games. I love a lot of their games. And Starfield is no different. This is like the first time we're going to see a brand new IP from Bethesda's, like the Bethesda studios, like the main Bethesda studios that made Skyrim, Fallout, or continued the Fallout games pretty much. And by the way it looks, I can truthfully say I am very excited for this game. What I'm hearing, what to expect. I know a lot of people are going to be like, Fallout 76 was so bad. Why are you so excited about this game? I understand completely. To be honest, I truly understand the fear and the worry, but I think this is going to be different, especially with now Starfield or Bethesda being owned by Microsoft. This is this is technically one of their big flagship titles. The way I look at it, there has been rumors and talks that like technically, but Starfield could have released back when it did, in I think it was November is when they had the original release date, but they pushed it back because they wanted to give it more time to be polished and worked. And Bethesda titles, if you played one, they can be buggy. And I think that's good that they gave them more time to work on the game for pretty much half, almost about, we don't know of when they're going to release it. So it could be about half a year or maybe even longer. We don't know. All we know is that they have said that they are really shooting to release this game this first half of the year. The question is when. There has been rumors that it's going to release in June. It could release sooner. Who knows? It's really pretty much up to debate and up to speculation. But I understand that Starfield is kind of one of the flagship games for Xbox. So they've really got to kind of make sure this game looks good, is polished, and looks nice. And that's perfectly fine. I think they should take their time with this game and enjoy it. Make sure it's all good before they release it. And I think it will be worth the wait. I'm not going to lie. I'm excited. I really want to play the game as much as a lot of people who are really excited about the game. But as I said, it will be worth the wait. It's better to release a game that's fully polished and good before then release a bad game that's broken. Now, yes, we've had those, No Man's Sky and Cyberpunk 2077, but it's better to release the game good and polished. And I think that's very important. I think Bethesda has learned, and they're going to very much make sure and do everything in their power to make sure it's good. I just hope it does release this year. Who knows? But yeah, I think it will be a very great game. I'm excited about it. It's going to be fun. And so the next big thing I forgot to mention is that they are going to be doing a conference. I think I did already, but they are doing a conference separately for Starfield, and I think it does deserve it, especially with how big the game. So then they could go into more detail about what the game's going to offer and everything, and I think it will be super cool to see that. I'm assuming we will get a release date after that showcase if we don't get a release date before then, because there has been rumors around. I've been hearing that there has been rumors. As I say, when I do this, just don't expect it to be 100% like, oh, he knows exactly what's going on. No. But the rumors are that we will be hearing the release date will be coming sooner than we expect. Or the game will be coming sooner than I expect. It's one of those two things. So we don't know. We'll see what happens. Hopefully we'll get a showcase soon. I think people said that maybe it'll come in February. That's a guesstimation. Who knows? It could be coming later. It could probably not even launch this year. Who knows? It's up in the debate, but I think it will be a very great game. It looks very exciting, and I can't wait to jump into another Bethesda world again. It's going to be a great time, guys. Okay, everybody. Let's get into some Hogwarts Legacy. I don't. So, a big thing to anybody who hasn't been on YouTube or anything, big news. So a lot of the big YouTubers have new gameplay. They got their hands on Hogwarts Legacy, and that's exciting, in my opinion. We got like some of the YouTubers I watch that have gotten their hands on the Hogwarts Legacy game are Jack Frags, ESO. He does a lot of RPG kind of games and stuff. Those YouTubers are awesome. I support them. They're cool. But as I was saying, so back onto this, pretty much new gameplays come out for Hogwarts Legacy, guys. So, and by what I've been hearing from them, they've really enjoyed the game, and just showing like a mission from the game just makes my mind just explode. It's like, dude, this is actually gonna be a pretty freaking good RPG. So I'm excited though. Like my expectations for Hogwarts Legacy have just gone up, and I'm really pumped about this game. It's gonna be fun. Now I know the whole controversy with J.K. Rowling and stuff and everything, and I'll just say my one thoughts really fast. Don't listen to these people, guys. If they're telling you don't buy the game, no, like that's not right. As I said, I believe everyone deserves to have their own opinions, and if you don't want to buy the game because of J.K. Rowling, that's fine. That's your opinion, but do not force your opinions and your thoughts and your beliefs on everyone else. That's not right, dude. Like, that's not how the world works. You can mention it to them and explain to them why you think this way, but you shouldn't be forcing people to do that. That's not right. That's where I stand on that. I'm getting the game, and I'm excited about the game. And anyone who is a Harry Potter fan that's really excited about this game, be excited for this game, because this is going to be a good one, hopefully. So the release dates for these, because I know I didn't mention the last one. So for next gen, it's coming out February 10th. That includes Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and PC. So for PlayStation 5, there is going to be an exclusive mission that's only going to be on PlayStation for a year, which kind of sucks. And there's going to be specific features like haptic feedback triggers and stuff for the PlayStation 5. If you guys have PlayStation 5s, you would know some games do that. Hogwarts Legacy is going to implement that. For the last gen, which is your PlayStation 4 and your Xbox One. Yeah, Xbox One. I had to think about that for 5 seconds. Whoa, that's going to come out on April 4th of this year, and Switch release is supposed to happen July of 25th of this year. So, as I said, Hogwarts Legacy is only making me more excited about the game. I am so pumped about this game that literally, like, I got Dead Space just yesterday because it launched the remake. I've been hearing a lot of good things about that. If you guys haven't heard about it, it's really good. Definitely consider it if you were considering it. But I would say, if anything, okay, there we go. Get rid of that. But I would definitely consider getting it. So I'm gonna try to beat that game before Hogwarts Legacy comes out. Which, if you guys know, it's only like I think 12 days out. It's pretty close, guys. It's like only a couple days out, like a little bit over maybe less than I think 2 weeks right now. It's coming up. It's coming up, and I'm excited, dude. It's a definitely game to be excited for, especially if you're a Hogwarts fan, uh, Wizarding World fan. It's exciting. I can't express it anymore, ladies and gentlemen. I can't express it any more than that. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next topic, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about the PSVR dose because yeah, what can I say? I love PSVR. So just kind of give you guys a background story about the PSVR. Two, I PlayStation came out the PSVR. I bought it after trying it out at one of my friends' houses because I was interested in it. He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna let you try it before you invest money into it." So I went over to one of my friend's houses. He let me try it, and I'm like, "I'm blown away. I want to get this." So I bought my own. Now the thing is about the PlayStation VR. Sadly, there were some good games. Don't get me. There were some gems. I think Resident Evil Biohazard was one. Skyrim VR was fantastic. I'm trying to think of some other really good gems on there. Borderlands 2 in VR was amazing. There are some good gems. Now, the bad thing about the PlayStation VR is sadly a lot of the games we got, or VR games experiences, were just like tech demos or they were very buggy PC ports. They were just not that good. And sadly, the PlayStation VR 1 was just such a setback to what VR is now with, the Oculus Quest 2, HTC Vive, all these really great high end PC or VR games. And it kind of sucks. That was one thing that I was kind of like doing because like literally I had to pick and choose the games that were really worth it. Um, but thanks to PSVR2 without Pearl is what he's called now, and some other VR YouTubers, definitely check them out, guys. If you're into VR gaming, they did a lot of reviews, played the games, and let us know, hey, don't buy this game, it's broken, or hey, this game is good, invest money into it. Or they'd let you know even when the VR games were on sale. He is such a good YouTuber when it comes to the PSVR games. Definitely, if you're interested in it, check out some of his stuff. He has some podcasts where he talks about a lot of that stuff. And no, oh, that's fine. I don't care. You can go do stuff, PSVR stuff. But yeah, so with that being said, pretty much, I when the PSVR 2 was announced, I was really excited. We're getting a lot of the features that the Oculus Quest 2 has, where you have the cameras and it has better tracking with better controls with analog sticks. Because, guys, literally for the PSVR, we have these things, light trackers, with a camera that tracks the lights. The tracking is horrible. And when the battery would get low, pretty much your hand would start like going off into space. It was awful. It was really bad. But as I said, the whole aspect of VR, is fantastic, dude. We're talking about you being into a world. Like as I said, I think where I loved PSVR or VR in general was playing open world games, being in the world like Skyrim VR. Like you're in Skyrim. You're there. You're looking at the streets. You're looking at a dragon right in front of your face. And sadly, it wasn't a great experience. It was just really bad, in my opinion. It was great, like I said, as aspect, but like as I said, compared to like the Oculus Quest and stuff, it wasn't as good, especially with the tracking. Now with the PSVR 2, like updating, like giving us 4K resolution, 2K in each eye, pretty much. Um, eye tracking, better better just like all around, and better tracking with analog sticks and stuff. Instead of just having to like push buttons, we can actually move around. It's just, dude, this is gonna be an amazing upgrade, especially for people that just play PSVR or people that are just really into maybe VR stuff. It's going to be worth it. But as I said, the big thing that's worth up to debate is the price tag. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. How much does it cost? It's $550. Now, the bad thing is that's also you have to have a PlayStation 5. If you don't have a PlayStation 5, you can't play the PSVR 2. Yeah, luckily, though, I think this year's what they said is that getting a PlayStation 5 now is a lot easier. So if you're definitely wanting to get one, I would say get one. Um, but I can't ignore how the economy is, guys. Like, the economy is like the worst right now. And I think that's one big reason why a lot of people are kind of like, oh, it's very overpriced. It's not, but I understand a lot of people are struggling right now, man. Like a lot of people just don't have that kind of money sitting around. They have to choose, like, hey, am I going to get gas or am I going to eat? And it's hard. It's really hard right now. The economy is just not the best. So I can understand why a lot of people are having struggles just trying to put food on the table. And $550 is a lot of money, man. Especially when you're paying $500 for just a PlayStation VR. For both of them, that's about $1,000 right there. That's a lot of money. It is. Um, what can I say, man? Like it's tough. So it kind of makes me wonder and makes me say, is it worth it? Um, I would say, in my opinion, it depends on your situation, guys. If you guys are not financially stable, don't get it. Just wait. It'll be worth it. Maybe it'll go down. Maybe they'll bring out bundles that are better because the only bundle you can buy is the one with the Call of the Mountain. And that kind of gets into our next thing. But they have said that some of the PSVR 1 games are getting a upgrade. Now, some of the upgrades are going to be free, but some of them might charge you some money. So, as I said, I would listen to PSVR 2 without parole. He's a really good guy. He's very genuine. He'll definitely let you know when the best time to buy some of these games on sale instead of paying, like 60 fucking dollars and or like $40 and then paying $10 to do an upgrade. He'll probably let you know when a good thing. There are some good gems, but there are some games that are not coming out with the PSVR 2 or with the upgrade, or we haven't heard yet. So it's exciting. There are some games I'm going to be playing. Like I'll mention some. Zenith, The Last City. That one is getting a PSVR 2 upgrade. I don't know if it's free. I think it is. I'm 100% sure. Rec Room is definitely. Um, Resident Evil Village. That's one I'm definitely playing. Is getting a free PSVR 2 upgrade, which will be fun. Or a VR mode because it didn't have one. A lot of people thought that was weird. It's like, wait, Biohazard came with a PS or a VR mode, but Village did it, and I'm like, okay, they're gonna wait and release it. I was saying, and they did. Um, no Man's Sky's getting a free PSVR 2 upgrade, I'm pretty sure. So there's a lot of good things coming out with that. I think it's going to be interesting. Now, there is one game I'm very much like, I don't know, man. And that's going to be Horizon Call of the Mountain. Uh, now, this is like their flagship game that they're trying to sell. And I'm not saying the game doesn't look good. It looks really good. Like it does. Like I'm really excited. But the price tag for it, if you don't buy it with the bundle, is $60. And that $60 here in America. It could be more in different places. I'm not 100% sure. But the thing is that I debate about is like, is it worth that $60, dude? Um, is it worth it? I don't know. Because there's only been a couple games I bought that were six. Oh, actually, no, not really. Actually, it's like one game I bought that was $60. But I thought it was worth it because I love the game in general. And I'll show it to you guys. Give me a sec. Okay. Here we go. So there was one game that I bought. I think I'm pretty sure it was $60, but I bought it because I loved the game already, and that's Skyrim VR, ladies and gentlemen. Skyrim VR. So the only reason I bought this game for $60, which you guys are like, oh my god, like how many times has Skyrim been released? Like three, four, five times, yeah. But I love the game. It's such a great world, and I personally think, um, oh yeah, you guys can't even see it, damn. Okay, yeah, you guys can't see. It. Oh my god, I didn't realize that. I'm sorry. Can you see it now? maybe. Let me see. But yeah, Skyrim VR. Like the reason I bought the game was because the aspect of you can be in the world of Skyrim, like you're actually there. Just I'm sold. And it comes with all the DLCs and everything with the game. You know, I think that was so worth the price tag. Completely worth the price tag. For $60. And I said I bought in Skyrim on my Xbox. I bought it for the I bought it like shit. I bought it for my Xbox. I think it was like Xbox 360, Xbox One. Bought the 10th anniversary upgrade. I bought it for PC. I bought it for PlayStation VR. And they're talking about bringing out another version of Skyrim apparently too. As I said, just the aspect of being in Skyrim just blew my mind. I'm like, it's totally gonna be worth the $60. I loved Skyrim. It's like one of my favorite RPGs of all time. And I bought it. And I loved it. As I said, the tracking, sadly, with the light tracking was just garbage compared to the Oculus Quest and PC version. But it was just so worth the $60. And as I said, that was worth my money for $60. I and Borderlands 2 I think was $60. There's the VR version on PlayStation as well. I don't think I bought it for $60. I think I bought it for 40 when it was on sale. Because I've never played Borderlands 2, played it in VR and fell in love, ladies and gentlemen. Like that, those are the games I feel like might be worth $60. But for Horizon Call of the Mountain, I'm not 100% sure if that's going to be worth the money because they've got to include a lot. Like the way, but as I said, I think it just depends on personally your how you value your money. Like if you, it's how you value $60. Like I guess the ways to look at it, like the best example I could say is like buy an expansion for Destiny 2. They're asking for Lightfall, they're asking for $50. If you think what Destiny or Bungie gives you for Destiny 2 Lightfall is worth $50, that's your $50 amount. You probably will buy Horizon Call of the Mountain. But for me, $60 is something like Skyrim or Borderlands 2 with all the DLCs and VR. So Call of the Mountain, not gonna lie, it's probably gonna be a really I don't know why we're looking at this. Don't get me wrong, it's probably gonna be an amazing game. But I'm not 100% sure it's going to be if it's going to be worth the $60. I might wait and see probably when the price goes down just to see, or I might wait for some influencers who are or YouTubers that are going to probably play the game and review it and see what they say. Because as I said, $60 is a lot, especially now that games are $75 now. A lot of games are. It's you got to kind of pick and choose what games you get. Like I know a lot of people are like $75 is only like $10 more than what we were paying. Yes, but you also have to think about the economy, like where we are now. The economy is not the best, guys. And I think that's why a lot of people like Game Pass, and that's why I personally like Game Pass, because then you can play some of those games day one on Xbox without having to spend a lot of money to buy the game separately and whatnot. But that's kind of what I want to talk about, guys. Is Horizon Call of the Mountain going to be worth the $60? I think it will. But as I said, it's just something to kind of think about, in my honest opinion. That's kind of why I wanted to talk about it and just talk about PlayStation VR2. Just to let you guys know, I am getting a PlayStation VR2. And I will be doing an unboxing of it the day it comes in, and we're going to be playing a lot of VR games. So the YouTube channel is going to get flooded with a lot of probably live streams of me playing some VR games and whatnot. It's going to be fun and exciting to make the definitely the worth of the $550 I spent. So, but yeah, we're gonna be definitely playing some of the upgrades and stuff. I might get Call of the Mountain. We'll see. It's just gonna depend. Um, but we'll find it. It'll be a fun experience. I can't wait. Then there's Pavlov VR coming too. I played that on the Oculus Quest. It's very fun. So I think it'll be really cool to play on PSVR too. Uh, it's just an exciting time, man. What can I say? Okay, so I think that's everything I kind of wanted to talk about, guys. Just are all our topics. So Just to give you guys an update, as I said, we're gonna be Hogwarts Legacy's coming out February 10th. We're gonna definitely try to play some of that. I might do some gameplay on YouTube. We'll see. Probably more on Twitch, to be honest. If we do any. Uh, but the PSVR2 is definitely going to be on YouTube. So be prepared for that, ladies and gentlemen. It's happening. It's happening. We're going to be doing it on PSVR2. It's going to be fun. We're going to be tackling a lot of games, probably some old ones. The big one I would say I definitely am going to be playing through is Resident Evil Village in VR. Definitely playing that, probably day one. It's going to be a scary adventure, or if not, I'll definitely just going to be one of the big games I'm going to tackle. Um, because as I said, I think it's worth it because we're going to have a fun experience. And I said, Horizon Call of the Mountain, we might get it. But as I said, I'm just kind of waiting because my fear is that with the game, it's just going to be a very linear path. Like I said, I want it to be worth that $60. I don't know. It's probably going to be worth the $60. I have no idea. Um, but I'm just worried it won't be worth the $60. But I just wanted to kind of let you guys know kind of what I thought about these couple things. I like to do these, like I said, once a week, kind of just gaming news that I've heard or just talk about random stuff. And if you guys have your own opinions, definitely let me know in the comments. Definitely we can talk about them. Or if you guys have any other like stuff you're wanting to talk about, let me know in the comments. We can definitely talk about them. I think it'll be worth it in my opinion. But as I said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys, everybody, for watching. It's been a fun experience hanging out with you guys, just talking about this stuff, kind of sharing my little opinions. If you guys liked it, if you didn't, it's fine. It's understandable. Let me know your comments below. Love to talk with you guys. We'll definitely see you guys next week. Definitely check out my Twitch if you guys wanted to see some gameplay I do. We're gonna probably be playing Dead Space over there, the remake. Try to beat it before Hogwarts Legacy. Well, hopefully we will. Well, if we don't, it's all good. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all next time in the next kind of like little podcast we do. Thank you guys. Love you. See you guys next time. Bye bye.